Kürşad and 40 companions. There was one last hope for the independence of the Gökturks, Kürşad. His father had been poisoned by the Chinese princess, and his uncle Kara Kagan had been defeated and taken prisoner in battle. The Chinese were playing every trick and game to subjugate the Turks. Kürşad, however, was a loyal, brave, and gallant prince true to Turkish customs. Together with his 40 companions, he devised a plan to end the tyranny of the Chinese. They would kidnap the Chinese ruler, Taizong, and demand their homeland and the release of Turkish leaders as ransom. One night, disguised, Kürşad entered the Chinese palace. He quietly made his way through the corridors. He approached the ruler's chamber. He opened the door, but the ruler was not there. Instead, he found a note. The note read, "Kürşad, I knew of your plan, but I did not want to capture you, because I respect your courage. But you must also know that my army is much stronger than yours. Your attempt is in vain. If you want to save your life, escape immediately. Otherwise, I will kill you and your companions." Upon reading the note, Kürşad tore it angrily. He felt that the ruler underestimated him. He understood that the ruler was waiting for him to flee, but he would not flee. He came to show the strength of the Turk, and he would fight until death. He turned to his companions and said, "Friends, the ruler is not here. He is waiting for us. He wants to kill us. But we do not fear death. We are Turks. We fight for our independence. We say, let the sky turn blue and the earth red, and may God witness it. Now we will either be free or martyrs. Is there anyone joining me?" His companions shouted, "Yes," unanimously. Kürşad looked at them proudly. Then he drew his sword, and he exclaimed, "God is great." His companions echoed after him, "God is great." And the battle began inside the palace. Kürşad and his 40 companions fought with thousands of Chinese soldiers. Each of them roared like a lion. Each of them brought down dozens of enemies. But they were outnumbered. They fell one by one as martyrs. In the end, only Kürşad remained. But he was also wounded, covered in blood. But he did not give up. With one last move, he ran towards the ruler's throne. He reached the front of the throne, and he plunged his sword into the wood. Then he collapsed to the ground. His eyes closed, and he breathed his last breath. Kürşad and his 40 companions had died, but they had not lost. They had ignited the fire of independence in the Turkish nation. They had been inscribed in golden letters in Turkish history. They had become legends,